Hi, my name's Lisa and welcome to Creative Bird Studio. I thought I would just come on and do a quick video because I had some flowers pressing in my flower press some time ago now. Can't remember how long it's been, but I feel like it's been long enough. And I thought I would just open it up on camera and we can have a look together at how they turned out. So my flower press is made by me, handmade. I purchased some, I don't know if you can see that, there we go. They're just like wooden MDF placemats from a shop called Kaiser Craft, and I've got two placemats which I glued together to make the top and bottom, and I've drilled some holes and got some bolts to put through, and then I've just got my layers of card in between, and it seems to work quite effectively. And then on the front I cut out a sticker with my Cricut machine. So let's see, I can't actually even remember what I put in here, so we'll all be seeing it together for the first time. I have some more flowers here that I've just cut from my garden. I figured while I've got them, I might as well press a few more. Right, let's see. So I've got my first piece of card. And a piece of paper, a couple of pieces of paper. Ooh. They're a bit stuck. Okay, oh, that one looks nice. Look at that. I do have one or two more of those in the garden, and I just looked at them and thought, oh, I won't pick any of them. Maybe I should have. It's a bit of a delicate operation. Because they're quite fragile. I might just pop those over to the side. So this is a little bit of purple lantana. It presses really nice. And then obviously I've got some little offshoots of that. I think this is Geisha Girl, and it starts off as like a deep purple. Doesn't really maintain its colour very well. It's probably not my favourite. And this, what is this? I'm not even sure what this is. Don't know what that is. Got a little dainty plant in my garden that has pink petals, but this is purple, but it looks like the same plant, so it's possible that it is that, and it's just that they have changed. I like this one with the little side bit coming off. Very cute. Okay, I need somewhere to put these. Going to attempt to scrape these. There we go. Right. Okay, I'm going to put them here and hope that there's no disasters. Right. Next one. We have some Alyssum. I love this because it is just so dainty, and it just looks like little bunches of flowers. It's gorgeous. I love the purple one specifically as well. I've got only a small purple plant of that, and I've got heaps of white. But I have raided my purple plant today, so I'll be able to do some more. Okay, so here we've got a couple of daisies. This was a bit of an experiment. I've not done these before, so I wanted to see how they came out. They're pretty cool. Again, I didn't cut any of them today because I wasn't sure. They're very fragile though. You can see I just touched it and some of the petals have fallen off. But the little bud's gorgeous. And then some more of this plant. I'm not actually sure of the name of this plant. It's got a blue flower. And it's got kind of, oh, the leaves feel nice. It's got kind of fuzzy leaves, but they feel really, really smooth, like velvet now. And I've got some lavender, which presses really nicely. Oh yes, this was a bit of an experiment as well. This is from, I think this plant is, I don't know its technical name, but I refer to it as calling it, I think it's kind of like a butterfly bush, because all of these flowers are on really long stems and they just float in the wind like butterflies. But I'm sure it's got a technical name. So some of those pretty interesting. The little stamens in the middle, and the petals have gone really nicely flat and a little bit see-through. Pop them there, and that was it. That's all I had. So I'm going to see if I can just pick that off. Pop some of these ones that I've cut today in. I think this might be called Queen Anne's lace. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is. I had some seeds and then I must have popped them down because this is coming up at the end of the driveway and it's got such a cute little dainty white flower. So I'm not sure how they're going to go, but let's just test them out and see. I cut quite a bit of it because there's quite a bit there, and I thought, well, it's probably coming to the end of its time now. So let's just see how it presses. And then I got this one, which is little, they haven't quite bloomed, little buds. I think they'll be gorgeous. Probably will regret not cutting more of those. I'm really loading up this one with lots of these. And this is just ordinary printer paper that I have in here. You can see from previous flower presses it's starting to get a bit marked with a few of the older ones that I've done, so I might probably need to change it soon. because of the moisture from the flowers. It can cause a little bit of mold, and we definitely don't want mold growing in there. Right, I think I've probably just about exhausted my options there. So then I'll just lay that on top. I like to go with 2 pieces just to help absorb that moisture and so it doesn't get into my cardboard. Right, just keep going with the rest of that. And then I've got a little bit of lavender. My lavender is not really doing much at the minute, but I got a few little pieces. These little fresh ones just that I snipped off the top. And to say how bulky lavender is when you first pop it in, I'm surprised that it actually presses so well. It comes up really nice and flat, which is what we want. I've got some bigger pieces here. I only cut one little piece of that one today. Right, okay, that's going to be that one, I think. Pop that down. Now I've run out of paper, I'm just going to get some more. Okay, I've just got some bits of paper here. So these are just my misprints from when I've been printing digitals. So all I do is pop it between the screws, fold it, and I might actually, oh, I probably should use, what I'm going to do is fold it like that and then flip it over and use the white side. Now, I'm just gonna, I cut this little, just bit of greenery because I don't tend to press greenery that often, but I thought, oh, it might be nice. Might come out as a good little pressed background piece. Oh, got a little creature, oh, got a few little creatures on this one. Oops. Just have to right. There's no real rhyme or reason to how I set them out. I just I'm just eyeballing this now because I didn't measure it. I just pop them down and hope for the best, really. I haven't had any issues with that method yet. Alright, pop that in there. Last but not least, I've got my purple alyssum, and I pretty much have to fit all of this on here. cute. I wonder if maybe I'd go like that and like that. Make good use of the space. Oh, that one's cute. I'm going to do that one that way up. Just going to pop them. Alright, I'm going to find a gap for that later. I'm going to prioritize my purple ones, I think, because I've raided my purple plant today. I've pretty much cut most of its flowers off, so I don't want them to go to waste, and I have heaps of the white, so if I can't fit those, I can always do some more later. I like these ones that just look like gorgeous tiny little bouquets. With the leaves. Oh, look at this one. This one's gorgeous. Look at that. So cute. Oops. This one, oh, look at that. Look at the purple. So gorgeous. I love these flowers. They're just so dainty. I'm fast running out of room, hopefully. Where's that little, there it is. I'm going to put that like that. I wonder if I can just give it a little bit of a haircut. See what that comes out like. Oh, so close. Might have to pop a couple of these in a book, because I am not going to get them all unless I can fit them on my just carefully take that. Oh, no, I can't put it there. Balance. Oh yeah, look at this. This is okay. I'm going to get them on here. I can make much better use of my space. There we go. The white ones in. has got the tiniest little snail attached. Can't press that. Right, there we go. Carefully put that one back. Alright, there we are. Just make sure they've got some space. I don't usually necessarily load it up this much, but I must have got a bit carried away. That's alright, I think it'll be fine. Pop that on there. Yep. Right, last piece of cardboard going on. And the top. And then so then I just tighten my little, if I can get them on, wing nuts, just as tight as I can do them, just with my hands. Move this paper. And then my bolts do turn on the back, so I try and hold them still and then just tighten it as much as I possibly can. Probably should get some pliers. And then it usually does have this bit of a curve in the middle, which is kind of unavoidable, but if you want to clamp that, you could. And then I basically just put that back on my shelf and leave it and try and forget about it for as long as possible. And then when I feel like it's been a decent amount of time, I come back and open it. And then I keep all my little pressed flowers in this container, which I don't know if it's really highly practical really, because they are very delicate and some of them are becoming a bit broken in here, but I can't really think of another way to store them. If anyone has any cool ideas about what's a good way to store your pressed flowers, please do let me know in the comments. That would be greatly appreciated. Because yeah, my process is not necessarily the greatest, but there we go. Oop. Just trying. Oh, they look nice on top of there with the colour. Purple. And from time to time, like at the moment, for example, I have quite a lot in here. And because I've got more coming with that batch I just pressed, I probably need to take this out and do some laminating. So what I basically do pretty much with my flowers is I will just sit one evening with the laminator and I'll just laminate them so that I can later use them in journals for little bookmarks, specimen cards, all those lovely things that we like to make. I'm just kind of gently placing them on top here. These ones might be a bit challenging. I might put them down there. If I layer them up in this corner, I think they will be okay there. I just love how they become so flat and like paper, and they're so fragile and delicate, and it's quite a simple process as long as you have something to press them. I mean, even if you haven't got a flower press, I'm sure if you have some heavy books, you can pop them between the pages of a book and pop some other books on top. I'm not even going to try and rescue that. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure that works just as well. Pop my little purpley ones. I love how some of them just really keep that vibrancy of the colour of the flowers. Like these purple ones are really quite vibrant. Come on. Just going to pop them so that they fall to the bottom. Right, and I'll just see if I can grab some of the ones that I've previously laminated to show you. Right, this is my little pouch of, I think I need to use some of these up too, laminated pressed flowers. So basically all I've done is, you can see that a bit better, popped it between some laminating sheets and just popped it through the laminator, and you can see it's not, well, hopefully you can see it's not even cut straight at this point, it's just laminated. So that's all I'm looking for at this stage, is just to get them laminated, to preserve them, keep them in order, and then when I come to use them, they're somewhat ready to be placed inside something else. What have we got here? We've got one with a little leaf, and I don't know what that is, but that's super cute. Gorgeous. I forgot about these. See, these have been stashed away for quite some time. This is, and this one's a bit, I don't know why that one's so wrinkly, but this flower is a crepe myrtle flower off a tree, and it just presses so beautifully, and the colour is lovely. It's like a dusky pink. And these are petals from a bougainvillea. So they press really nicely. And this one These are hydrangeas. So they're really cool. This is just a rose leaf, which I actually kind of really like. I don't have a rose bush at the moment, so maybe I need to get, I just love the little jaggedy edge of that. And this is like a little climby creeper thing that I have in my garden. And the leaves there have been a little bit worn away, so I like that look. Very cute. This is a what are you, cosmos flower, and I love how that's almost become like very transparent. You can almost see through it, and it's a very pale pink, even though that flower was actually a very hot vibrant pink when it was on the plant. So it's kind of interesting to see how they change. And then to have all these little cards. I love how the detail that you can see in there. It's really interesting. Probably can't see that, but it's really nice. I think that must be a rose petal, I believe. And these very translucent white ones are an orchid. I don't know what that is. Pink something or other. This is a bougainvillea petal. Gorgeous pink colour. I think the lighting in my room today is not particularly good for this, so I do apologise if the lighting is off and I'm telling you that things are certain colours and you're like, Lisa, completely doesn't look that colour. But trust me, they look nicer in person. This is a it's like a native wisteria plant. I'm not sure what its name is, but it's purple, and my one only flowers very sporadically. So when it does, I make sure I get some samples. So I think these are much of the same of what I've shown already, but I definitely, looking at my collection here, need to look at using some of these up, because as you've seen, I've got a whole lot more that I need to laminate, and I've got a whole lot of laminated ones that I need to use. So, and I'm at the moment very interested in finishing things that I have previously started, because like a lot of us, I'm very good at starting multiple projects, not so great at finishing them all necessarily. So I've got to take this tiny little snail back outside, pop him back in my garden. Look how teeny he is, so teeny. I don't think I've ever seen one that small. I'm going to pop him back in my garden, and whatever other little critters I've got wandering about on my desk now. And that's it for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it wasn't too boring, just sort of watching me play with flowers. If you did enjoy the video, please, I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more videos from me, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.